Hello everyone, this is Regina. Welcome to Designs by Regina. I am so excited about my first video for 2019. I'm also excited that I will be bringing you new content that will show you new design ideas for decorating your spaces. I'm starting today with 3 quick tips for decorating your home on a budget. So, with the 3 quick tips, let's begin. Let's get started. Quick tip number 1 is about paint. Paint is probably the most impactful way to update a room, to change your room, to give it a new look. With paint, it's also not that expensive to paint a space. With painting, you can paint the whole space, or you can paint an accent wall. But I would suggest that if you're painting, to use colors that make a statement. Don't be afraid to use color. And if you are afraid of color, you can use an accent wall. So just paint one wall in a space to give you a punch of color. And if you're not afraid of color, then go for it. Do the whole space, in a color. And then you can set it off with other things in the room in neutral colors. But don't be afraid to use paint. And that is one of the least expensive ways to begin your journey on decorating a space on a budget. And this is some of the examples that you can look at as far as colors. You see how bright and vibrant these colors are? Now these are pretty bright and these are pretty vibrant. Now you may be afraid of some of these colors, but again, as I've said, you may want to start with just an accent wall as opposed to painting a whole room in a vibrant, bright color. Or if you do all 4 rooms, you could do maybe 3 of the walls in a neutral color and accent it with a bold color. In addition to the paint, you could also use wallpaper. Now wallpaper is a great way to add excitement and drama to a space, as well as doing it like the paint. You could do an accent wall, or you could do the whole space. Now doing the whole space, depending on the price of the wallpaper, because it can get expensive, and we're talking about a budget here, you'd want to maybe just do an accent wall with a bold statement of wallpaper. It could be a bold pattern, it could be a bold color, it could even be bold texture or a combination wallpaper that gives like a really strong statement. Moving on to quick tip number 2, that would be lighting accessories or lighting fixtures. So with lighting fixtures, you want to be bold again to make the room more updated and give it a updated modern feel. So don't be afraid again with using different types of textures and different looks and different styles of light fixtures. As far as finishes, you'd want to use like what's really popular right now. I'd say the oil rubbed bronze color is really popular. It gives you like that farmhouse look, or it could also give you a more rustic look. Another look or finish that's popular right now is the rose gold finish. That's a beautiful finish, and that looks lovely in ultra modern or even modern style spaces that maybe are kind of eclectic and have different looks within the space. And again, you could use like just a regular gold that can be matted, or it can kind of be like a shiny gold, but you'd have to be careful with the gold because sometimes it can go into looking a little too gaudy. But if you like gaudy, go for it. And then the standard colors or finishes is the chrome finishes, the polished chrome, or the brushed nickel, or brushed metals. So you could do those, with the silver tones, and you can't go wrong with that. That's right on trend, and you know, that would be a great way to bring up a room, update it, and give it a more pulled together look in a space. So moving right along to tip number 3. And with tip number 3, I love this. It's about accessories or accessorizing. And you can accessorize in many different ways. One way would be to add different types of textures, different types of materials in a space. Now this material, this textile right here will be great for a pillow in a space. It has wonderful texture to it. It has a velour texture. It also has a woven texture behind it. That's the base, and this is the top texture, which is velour and just a woven kind of I think it's a polyester blend texture. Now this textile is made with is woven to be used on either side, which is great. Now these can be expensive, but you can find these sometimes, like, you know, on sale or in different fabric shops. So if you find something like this, I would say get it, because this is really multi useful, because you can use it on either side. Now with this is a creamy background with a teal color velour print, which is very beautiful. And I'll show you the other color, which is, I love this color. This teal is the background with the creamy color print. So this is a beautiful piece for a pillow to make a statement, or like just a solid color, excuse me, a solid color sofa. So this would be great. And also, as far as accessories go, you can add wall art. But if and when you're updating your wall art, I would suggest that you do large overscale prints or framed prints. Different subject matters, that really doesn't matter, but you just want to do large overscaled artwork, and then maybe complement it with some medium size and some smaller size art pieces on the wall. Another thing you could do as far as accessorizing would be to add rugs in a space to add a pop of color. And the rug should have great texture. They should have depth to them. They should have warmth. They can be neutral colors with a print on it, or it could be tone on tone. Same thing with adding curtains. You'd want to add something that has pops of color in it. You can add stripes. You can do contrasting colors that are dark and light stripes. You can do neutral tone on tone colors that are, you know, neutral, but they're toned, so they could be a matte finish with a shinier finish to give some depth to the room or the space. And of course, one of my favorites, you could add a large floor mirror in that space, which opens up the space and gives it a larger look in the space, if you will. As well as the same thing with a wall mirror, a mirror that's hung on the wall, that's oversized with a beautiful frame, will give you more space, appearing to have more space, and it opens up a space. So those are some of my 3 quick tips that I'm sharing about decorating on a budget. You can find all of these things in places like Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, those types of places. Shop them often and you will find beautiful pieces for your home, and that's a great way to shop on a budget. But again, those 3 tips I think are great tips, and they make big impacts. Painting, changing light fixtures, and added accessories, which the accessories are with wall art, decorating accessories, carpet, curtains, pillows with textiles, and that sort of thing. So you can try one of these tips, or you can try all 3 for a major bang for your buck and get a really strong impact in any space. So thank you for watching. If you like the content, click the like button, and also please subscribe. I'll see you later. Thanks.